Boeing is reportedly set to resume the delivery of wide-body jets to China. This, according to Reuters. Deliveries were halted in May amid a Chinese regulatory review. It comes just days after competitor Airbus cut profit forecasts and trimmed delivery targets, sending its share price lower. Gediminas Ziemelis is chair of Avia SG and joins us now. Sir, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Very good you could find the time to speak to us. Look, to say that it is a fascinating space at the moment, especially given what we heard from Airbus in recent days about their problems on the supply chain, is an understatement of the year. The dynamic has been very much in the favour of Airbus over Boeing for quite a long while, for all the obvious reasons. But how do you see the broader situation, the demand story, the supply situation, and the dynamics between the two at the moment, sir?
Well, first of all, 2024 traffic will almost be at the same level as pre-COVID. We are planning to have 4.34 billion passengers this year. At the same time, since the COVID started, Boeing and Airbus didn't deliver 3,400 aircraft narrow bodies and 1,250 wide bodies. The reasons behind, we're talking about whole ecosystem. What is Boeing and what is Airbus? It's around 14,000 suppliers around the world. And during the COVID, this ecosystem supply chain was disrupted. Behind every supplier, we have license, we have facilities, we have many procedures which is under supervision of the authorities. And to restore it, it takes time. So we predict on our group that at least a couple of years we will see much bigger demand for capacity than the market can supply. It is an opportunity for Avia Solutions Group to provide and to educate our customers outsource capacity. It's called wet leasing, with everything included, pilots and crews and maintenance. And to educate customers that there is a seasonality in the world, and sometimes companies can fulfill demand of the capacity temporarily with the organizations like us. So 2-3 years definitely will be huge disrupted ecosystem.
Gediminas, there is one thing that I keep getting told is on the horizon, which could be a real concern for the major players, but it keeps remaining on the horizon. When does COMAC become an issue? When do the Chinese come on the scene in scale?
It's a open secret that there were challenges for them, engines, and still we don't have engine. But rumors in the market, 2033, 2035, we will become a competitor for the two major OEMs.
Can I pick up on what we're seeing from the supply chain? Because Airbus having problems this week. We know Boeing has had issues with its supply chain, very much impacting its business. How calamitous is this for the duopoly that we're seeing between Airbus and Boeing?
You know, back to 2019, Airbus became total leader in the number of the aircraft. If I'm correctly remember, 2019 August, we delivered 79 aircraft per month. So this year record, if I'm correctly remember, was 56 aircraft. The plan was 56 and we reached 52. So of course, Airbus definitely has a bigger opportunities because we have no cap from the authorities, while Boeing is currently capped with 32 aircraft per month, and we still below that number. So, but overall, both of these OEMs are behind their plans, and as I said from the beginning, we're talking not about OEMs, we're talking about whole ecosystem, and it is 14,000 suppliers around the world, and it's actually suppliers should plan their production volumes a couple of years in advance. So the supply chain was disrupted for a couple of years, and to restore it, it takes time, and it's not one organization challenges. It's a whole ecosystem challenges.
Indeed, and we've seen consequences too for passengers. Even though there's been huge demand for travel post-COVID, this has come at a cost for the consumer. Prices continually go up, and I think there's some broad hope that those prices start to stabilise or come down around the corner when supply starts to improve. But that's simply not the case now because of this ecosystem story. To what extent do you think that travel demand can remain as buoyant as it has been in recent years?
Yeah, simply, we're talking about several things. First of all, we have a deferred demand since the COVID, and this deferred demand still lasting. And we still, just this year, will reach the pre-COVID traffic level. And no growth. So I believe that 2-3 years, tickets will remain expensive. Carriers will not go into unreasonable battles for some routes because we simply have no spare capacity. So we will rather serve profitable routes. I personally predict that in this ecosystem, many legacy carriers, low-cost carriers will be profitable. So if you come back to 2019, the global aviation revenue was 860 billion and the profit was 35 billion. So I personally believe that this year we will beat number 60-70 billion of global profit of airline companies. So that is not so excellent situation for passengers because really tickets rocket sky prices, but it will come to the normal within a couple of years.
Can I ask you about taxes? Because there was a story I was looking at the other day, and this is around so much politics now happening in Europe, and the costings that you've seen from a lot of political parties seem to be unreasonable given all the demands for spending. One idea that's cropped up is that governments may go after more taxes on air travel because this is an area where people are still spending money. They think it's an easy win if they put taxes on the consumer. Do you think that's possible, and could it be a threat to the industry?
If there will be new taxes, so tickets will raise in the price. Currently we should understand that domestic flights are VAT taxed. Domestic flights has a different fuel price.